Can you keep up with pro mixed martial arts fighters? Ewan's about to test his mettle.
So today I'm here at the Fight Fit Militia in Johannesburg to find out exactly what it takes to be an FFM fighter, an elite group of fighters. And I'm back with Demarte, MMA fighter, top MMA fighter I might add as that, and of course head coach Richard Kwan to put us through our paces this morning. Guys, I am a little bit scared, I won't lie. Richard, I know what your training is like. So Richard, what exactly does it take to become an FFM fighter?
You got to be an all-rounder, so you got to have good nutrition, good supplementation, and all-around good coaches and a good training program.
So you're going to be putting us through our paces this morning. What are we going to start with?
I like to start with a warm-up involving gymnastics movements. So we're going to do an L-sit. From there, we're going to go straight into a push-up. From there, you can just stand straight up, and you're going to do a few air squats. We'll do a few rounds of that, and your body should be warm to perform the actual conditioning workout.
I'll be warm after one round, I can tell you that much. Okay, should we give this a go?
Good going, Ewan. Lesson learned, even MMA fighters warm up. This helps prevent injury and enhances performance. Fighting's also a mental game, and the pros train their minds as hard as their bodies.
Demarte, talk to me about mental focus, because I can see that this type of training, this fighting requires a lot of focus.
That is true, but here at the Fight Fit Militia, one of the only gyms that we actually use mental coaches. So your mental coaches comes probably twice a week. Then he goes through your personal issues, things that are bothering you, and we work together just to facilitate the fight.
So what goes through your mind before training session or before a fight to make sure that you are in that positive mindset?
One of the things that we do a lot is visualization. So we work on things, we drill also in training and when it comes to our game plans. So you're not just walking in there just to blacksmith somebody. There's actually a structure in the madness.
Training 6 to 8 times every day takes energy. These pros need quality fuel. Food's not always enough to sustain a demanding regime, and that's where nutritional supplements make all the difference.
Talk to me a bit about supplementation, because I know you need a solid diet to sustain this type of training.
Definitely, if you're training this hard, you definitely need supplements. Otherwise, you're gonna walk broken, muscles sore. So what I do to help my muscle recovery, I take the hardcore whey protein from USN. That really boosts my recovery to the max. And also, so that I can keep healthy, keep my immune system running properly, I take men's 2 a day USN multivitamins. That keeps me great.
I also use some USN L-glutamine, but enough chit-chat, let's go inside.
Gareth, they really put me through my paces. I'm so going to feel it tomorrow. But you work very closely with these fighters in terms of designing their supplementation plans. Tell me about Demarte specifically.
You've really only experienced maybe half of one training session, and they'll be doing anywhere between 6 and 8 sessions in a day, so you know the intensity that they're training at, the calories that they're burning, the fatigue that they're feeling, and the difficulty that they're going to experience in terms of just recovering post-workout, prepping for the next workout. What we do is we look after 3 aspects of their training supplementation, so pre-workout, intra-workout, and post-workout supplementation. So a good blend of Fedricat hardcore prior to their training sessions is going to help them during conditioning, especially when it's preparation for a bigger fight. And then 17-testomethox will improve their endocrine system response. Then we have a look at intra-workout products that improve the capacity to train, prevent fatigue. Something like anabolic amino grow in a capsule form or in the powder form is ideal. And this you're going to take between 4 and 6 capsules during your training session. This way you're going to prevent fatigue. You're going to enhance how hard you can train. Then post-workout, probably the most important, hardcore whey GH. Now, it's not just your standard whey protein. This has got the standard whey protein in it, but here we're adding in some creatine for strength and power, a little bit of extra glutamine in there for instant muscle tissue recovery, your branched-chain amino acids in high availability in here. If we can get all of your endocrine system operating at its peak post-workout, you'll recover in a faster period of time, and the whey protein will become more efficient in getting to the muscle mass and repairing at the site of injury.
Now, taking their training as a whole into account, how important is pre- and post-workout supplementation?
It's absolutely essential. You can imagine these guys are training 6 to 7 times a week. It's a huge amount of conditioning and workout compacted all year round. They're burning a significant amount of calories. And if they're not meeting their nutritional goals pre, intra, post-workout, as well as their standard meals, they're never going to get to the peak physical condition they need to be in to perform when it comes to fight night.
Now, Demarte, I know you can't have a training session go to waste. You need to make sure that you bank every training session. Now, when you use a product like Hardcore Whey, can you really feel it make a difference in banking that training?
Definitely so. If you can even test it. Before I used to use supplements, I was very sore, or you can't train as efficiently and effective as possible. as I started using the supplements, I feel great now. So I can just go and go and go and go, and you're getting the best out of all your training sessions.
And Demarte, lastly from your side, for someone wanting to step into the world of MMA, maybe to fight, to do a bit of sparring, and for a good training routine, how would they go about that?
First and foremost, you can join FFM, fightfitmilitia.co.za. Then we have all the info for you if you're looking into joining mixed martial arts, especially in the African scene.
Thank you so much, Demarte, for that training session, man.
Demarte the Wolf is howling to defend his EFC Africa featherweight title in June. If you're ready to up your game and build some major league muscle, hop onto usn.co.za today for tips and inspiration.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.